email to bring one of those so they can admit you. Even though you've paid for it, they still were not giving me an access to see the attraction, because where I paid for it was the main part, but you have to get there from your hotel, or if you're traveling, if you're in a hotel, or however you want to do it, get there from a hotel, or you use a bus, or they have trip programs that allow you to get there. But the point is, you have to get there, and it's like its own train traction or something like that. And when you get there, you have to present to them the receipt and also some type of identification, which I did not present. They were not going to admit me, and I was just like that. I had to log into my Chase account to show them my credit card that I made the purchase with my credit card. Once they did see that I made the purchase, then they admitted me, which was, thank God. No pun intended. Which they admitted me, and I had to get the next train moving forward. And I thought it was one of those type of things where if you miss the train, that's it. And it says in bold, like, if you miss it, no refunds. Like, I'm like, okay, so it's one of those. But they were able to admit me, and you get one of these. So with these, it is your ticket, and it's this type of train that takes you all the way up to the highest point in Brazil. And when you get there, it's its own type of thing. There's like restaurants, there's restrooms, there's souvenirs, and then you have to like climb your way up through the steps to get to that highest point, and you see the actual statue, which is amazing to look at. I've never seen anything like that before. I'm so happy I saw it. It's something everyone needs to see with their own eyes. And I'm glad I didn't bring my drone for this, because I wanted to bring it for that reason in particular. But the mistake I made in Thailand, I don't want to make it again here in Brazil, which was very inconvenient. Dragging and holding that drone everywhere I go. It's just extra weight that I don't want to carry. I want to be very light and minimal as possible. So I'm glad I didn't bring it, because there was airspace being controlled by helicopters in that area. But I didn't see any sign that said no drones allowed. I'm just assuming there's no drones allowed because of the controlled airspace that's happening over there. Being a drone owner, I own the DJI Mavic Pro 1. You get a lot of those blocked barriers from really extending your artistic craft and talent for just YouTubes, or even just for the drone itself. Like, a lot of places in the world don't allow drones, so I'm just glad I didn't bring it, because it would have been pretty sucky, to bring it all the way again from America, and then like I can't even use it where I want to. So I'm just glad I didn't bring that. But I was there, and I was just sweating like crazy, because like you're obviously a lot closer to the sun, but the heat is just scorching. Everyone's sweating, everyone's happy. It's a crazy phenomenon. And it was overall really cool to see. My first time seeing a world wonder. And in this temple, or not even in the statue, under there is a type of church entrance you can go into and pray, whatnot. You can give thanks. No camera or any type of technical device was allowed, because it's a very spiritual part of the statue. But I did go in and pray. I prayed that I make it out here alive, for the record. And then I was ready to go. On to the next one. I plan to do a lot of things today in particular, but I was actually really tired from the night before. I didn't get much sleep, and then like my flight lag caught up with me. Usually when you're traveling, you're just on the go. From the Christ Redeemer, I went to the Sirloin Steps. So if you don't know what the Sirloin Steps are, it is those famous steps that you see in the Pharrell and Snoop Dogg video. I was there today, and it was packed. Like, there was beautiful people everywhere, kids, parents, tourists, and everyone was there having a good time. But that sun was also there as well. with that being said, like I realized how hard it was to kind of actually get a picture for myself. But it's not that hard actually. You just gotta ask people, and you have to make your best judgment on who should hold your phone or your equipment.